You want the bamba. You want to chill with the big boys. You can run, you can run, you can drink from the drop cup. Hey. Everything going? If you know what time it is, then you know that I am Summer 16. This is the final say where I give you sports commentary and the best bets for the week. We hit big on Big Ben last night. If you bet Big Ben, let me know in the comment section. I did not bet Big Ben solely to bet Big Ben. There were other mathematical reasons behind it and players not playing on the Browns that led to me to make that pick. But it doesn't matter why I made the pick. It cashed. I am now 4-3. You can only expect in gambling to be 60% on the clip. Right now, I'm going to be around there. Most likely after today, I got another one for y'all, man. Let's turn up. I got another one. The only bad thing about this play is it done moved from a -2 all the way to a -7, and that could always carry a tremendous amount of risk. So depending on where you at, if you can get it for a -5 or anything lower, if you can wait for the game to start and get it more at a better number, that's always recommended. But I am going with the Kansas State Wildcats over LSU today. It's going to be a good game. You may have to sweat some. That's the thing. My last 2 wins have been sweatless wins, easy victories. On this one, you're going to have to sweat a little bit, only because the spread done drastically ballooned from a -2 to a -7 for the Kansas State to win. And that always had least potential for a backdoor cover, which basically is it could lead to a backdoor cover, or it could lead to Kansas State being down and then end up winning by only 6 or exactly 7, because unfortunately we have to take the -7 spread, which means they got to win by 8. And I got a feeling that a backdoor cover is possible for the other team. That's why I want to call this a quarter unit play. If you normally bet $100, I want you to bet $25 this time. Bet a quarter of whatever you normally bet so that you could hedge against the fact that the other team could backdoor cover, because the original spread started at only a -2. But I don't want to say too much. Let's get straight into the GameCast. We got the LSU Tigers versus the Kansas State Wildcats. LSU being 6-6 and the Wildcats being 7-5. ESPN has LSU as a 54% chance of winning. However, heavy money being put on Kansas State. So much money that it makes me nervous now, because I always like when heavy money comes on, because that means that somewhere, somehow, somebody knows something that we don't know. Well, that's how I look at it. But when there's consistent heavy bets, I start to get nervous, because then people could be just speculating in a way to where they're just trying to win big money on the last of the bowl games, which could always be a possibility. But I believe in this case, it started at -2. It's all the way at a -7. That's a pretty heavy increase. It's a pretty heavy increase, but I still believe it's worth a quarter unit play to put on the Kansas State Wildcats. They score 26 points per game while allowing 21. LSU scores 27 points per game while allowing 25. They both have decent offenses, with Kansas State having a much run-heavy game and LSU having a pass-heavy game. They both are equal on defense. The 5-on out for the Kansas State, they lost their last 2, winning the previous 3. The 5-on out for LSU, they won their last 2, losing the previous 3. So it's kind of like an opposite type of thing as far as that. It's going to be 58 degrees when they playing in beautiful Houston, Texas. So they should be able to pass the ball. Well, the wind is going to allow them to pass the ball. Defense, of course, can stop that. You're going to be able to run the ball. It's going to be a great day outside. It's in Texas. Nobody should be affected by the weather, by the wind in this type of situation. I believe that it's going to be a great game. It could potentially be a high scoring game. They have the total only set at 47. I am predicting the game to be a 50-point game. You could potentially put a quarter unit play on that as well. But me, I am going to go Kansas State Wildcats spread -7. But I may wait till the game start and for them to give me a better spread so that I could feel a little bit better about potential backdoor coverage with the number only opening at a -2 for Kansas, being pushed with heavy bets with -7. I feel great about the play. Let me know in the comment section how you feel. If you see anything that I don't see in this play or any other plays, let me know. I could possibly make a video about it. Go crazy in the comment section. Like and share the video. It does help the show grow. And I will see you next time. This is the final say.